Well, hey, everybody, welcome back to another installment of Client Side Chats. Again, we have Rene with us, who is going to talk to us a little bit about one of the sustainability efforts they have. So we're going to change a little bit from the safety stuff, but I think this illustrates very importantly how real savings and sustainability of the organization works when you're talking about sustainability overall. There's a lot of sustainability, isn't it, Rene?
Absolutely. There's
So,
different ways to achieve it. Sure.
yeah, very much. But hey, Rene, tell everybody what you do and who you work for. And I think that's relevant because then they'll understand exactly the efforts that you've been responsible and overseeing to achieve what you're now doing. So please go ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you, James. For Western Milling, I'm EHS Director. But for Cruise Western Renewable Fuels, I'm the Operations and Station Regulatory Manager. I've been working with Western Milling now over 6 years, and this is one of our bigger sustainability endeavors.
Yeah.
Just to give you a bit of brief history, over the last few years, California has introduced new legislation challenging local dairies to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions and methane emissions in their dairy lagoons. It's a bit of a challenge. They've got a heavy task in front of them, reducing gas emissions by 40% by the year 2030. So the dairies have gotten really creative and have found a way to pipe a lot of the manure that sits in the lagoons over to these dairy bioconversion plants, where they there take the manure, they heat it up, they break down the solids, they extract the methane, and then they go ahead and purge that and scrub it and reintroduce it into the main pipeline, oftentimes at a minus 250, 300 carbon intensity, greatly
Wow.
reducing those carbon emissions.
Yeah, that's significant. That is a
It is
significant
incredibly
reduction.
significant.
So, okay, so they put this, reintroduce it back into the pipeline. You're talking a natural gas pipeline, is that correct?
Natural gas pipeline, that is correct.
Gotcha.
That
Okay,
is
so
correct.
keep going. So what happens from
And
there?
so then what the dairies ask, they need someone to consume that gas, right? One
Mm-hmm.
thing is, hey, scrubbing it, reintroducing it, cleaning it up, but they make it available. And so they needed really a consumer for the gas. And they partnered with us and they asked us to look at possibly converting our fleet. And what we did is converted our diesel fleet into a compressed natural gas fleet through partnership with the local Air Pollution Control District and through the California Air Resources Board that incentivized a lot of the upgrades to our mobile units.
Oh,
So
nice.
we have taken 32 diesels off of the road, and we have now purchased 32 compressed natural gas trucks.
Uh-huh.
We've built a compressed natural gas station here at the Goshen, right outside of the Goshen Mill,
Uh-huh.
and we're both able to fill our fleet and fill commercial fleets, outside fleets as well.
No way. So has that
Absolutely.
resulted in savings of fuel, from that standpoint?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The fuel savings for our local business unit here is tremendous and incredible. And it really shows that sustainability doesn't always have to be these projects that you don't see a payback on, and oftentimes they're misconstrued as we're just doing stuff for the environment, but it's bad for the business. This is absolutely one of those situations where we're cleaning up the emissions, short-term, emissions into the environment,
Yeah.
but also simultaneously adding more value to our employee owners.
Yeah, there you go. See, and that's one of the things that, you may be aware. I do teach a course on sustainability every year at the University of California, Irvine. And a lot of times people are always surprised when we talk about the idea that sustainability is really good, not just for your carbon footprint or anything that you have with the environment. It's good for your employees. And actually, sustainability is all about business sustainability. There are
Correct.
ways that you can do this and end up with a cost savings from that standpoint, which I know, you and I have talked about privately about the cost savings that have happened here. That is money that comes right back into the pockets of the business itself and,
Absolutely.
can be used elsewhere. Like you said, your employee owned business that you have and be able to use that elsewhere in a positive manner. And so from that, look at this, you're saying, I mean, a negative 250 to 300, carbon base that you're talking about here, for just doing that conversion over and having it here significant. So you're lowering the footprint, you're also lowering the cost, and you're helping to improve stuff. Hey, you're headed the right direction. by doing this. And it
Absolutely.
was incentivized, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
That's awesome, you know?
California really helped us out with this, and really did a good job partnering with us along the way. And what we're doing, we're taking it a step further, and we're
Ah,
looking to convert other local fleets. So we are working right now with about 5, 6 other local fleets, and working and walking them through the conversion process as well, in partnership with California.
yeah.
And they'll be fueling with us here locally, and continuing to reduce those gas emissions.
Hey, good job, man. I know when we first got on and you were talking about this, I could see the excitement. It's like, you
Yeah,
won't believe this. This is what, a 2-year project now coming to fruition, really, right?
correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been running maybe about 3 months now, 1 month of just kind of ironing out the kinks and making sure that
Mhm.
everything's working. But putting this thing together has probably been about a 2-year run now. And a number of folks have helped out here internally in the organization. Leadership is 100% supportive of what we're doing, and has really kind of led us through this. And so it's been fantastic.
Hey, real quick, if you can, what triggered that off? Why did you guys look at, hey, here's a way we can do things? Was it the dairy farmers that are your customers that said, hey, we're looking at this. You guys could be a huge help in this and help drive that? Is that what started the whole process? Your customers?
Absolutely. We did start looking at this years ago,
Mhm.
early on, and that was when Cummins had introduced this ISX 12G engine, and we test drove it, and we just didn't feel that it was the right time to go ahead and make the move.
Mhm.
Now, the dairy industry did approach us here last couple years,
Mhm.
tapped us on the shoulder and said, "Hey, this is what we're looking to do. Would you be interested in converting your fleet over?"
Uh-huh.
And so we looked at it again, and this time Cummins came out with the ISX 12N
Mhm.
motor, which is a lot stronger. They've ironed out a lot of the issues that they had originally, and we
Uh-huh.
felt that it was just a good time to go ahead and make that conversion. That, along with the incentives that California provides, it seemed like a win-win for everybody. And
Yeah.
so we went ahead and we jumped in with both feet. And oftentimes not entirely sure where it would go,
Yep.
but we were committed. We're committed to California. We're committed to cleaning up the air, and it's been successful. So it's been a great
This
endeavor.
is this is cool. I'm really glad to hear it. And you know what? That's good business. That's what it shows.
It is.
So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
good
Westmoreland
job.
continues, I think, to lead the way in sustainability.
Yep.
Look at a lot of the local fleets here today, and
Oh
we
yeah.
continue to talk to them and work with them. And but we wanted to show them, hey, we're doing it. We can absolutely do this. It is successful, and part of the story is, we'd like you to convert and continue to work with us to clean up the air in California, but we also want to show you that it works.
Ah, excellent. Rene, thanks for joining us today. I got to tell you, I think this is awesome with an EHS director being a big part and overseeing this whole entire project. It shows you that EHS professionals have the skills and the knowledge needed to drive companies into a sustainable direction. So great job, man. Great job. You represent us well, man.
Hey, thank you, James. Thank you. Just to be clear, we've got a tremendous team here working on a number of these projects with us, but absolutely, thank you. Appreciate that. And it was a challenge to myself as well. Wanted to make sure that we could pull it off, and that we believed we could early on, but we met some bumps and bruises along the way, but we were able to get through them,
Mhm.
and here we are. So tremendous
Awesome.
success.
All right. Thanks for sharing it. All right.
Hey, thank you, James. Appreciate it.
Take
Have a
care,
good
Renee.
day.
Thanks.
Thanks,
See you
sir.
soon.
See you
Okay.
soon.
Bye.